Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop, and in this video we're going to be talking about what's in my bag, what is my hoop shoe rotation. These have been my rotation, so basically my backup shoes or my favorite hoop shoes to hoop in for the past couple of weeks, right? So if a shoe isn't in my rotation right now, presently, it doesn't mean it's bad or anything. And also it doesn't mean like the shoe that's in my rotation right now are better than some shoes that aren't in my rotation or were in my rotation in the past. It's just I've really enjoyed playing in these shoes and they're just in my rotation right now, right? So if you guys do want to cop any of these shoes, I'll try to leave an affiliate link in the description box. If you do choose to get any of these shoes, it does help me out if you buy it through the affiliate link in the description box. And as always, thank you guys so much for all the support. But yeah, I feel like I don't really change, like a long time ago, like a couple years ago, I used to change up my rotation a good amount because first of all, I'm getting older, right? So I'm a guard and I like to have a really responsive shoe, you know what I mean? Like low to the ground, minimal cushion, very minimal upper. It's just a really lightweight shoe, but of course that'll hurt my feet, you know what I mean? So I would have that type of shoe and then also another shoe that has more cushion or something a little bit more comfortable, you know what I mean? And I would switch between those two shoes or have like a couple of those shoes in my rotation to switch around. But in the last like couple of years, shoes have been, first of all, becoming really good for performance, and shoes have also been becoming really good at everything. You know what I mean? Having really good support, having really good cushion, but also feeling low to the ground. Underfoot cushion's really nice. Material is really thin, but also has good support, great traction. Overall lightweight, but really supportive still, you know what I mean? So there's hasn't really been a need to like switch around between like different feeling shoes in my personal opinion. I feel like there's a lot of shoes right now where they just do everything really well in my personal opinion, you know what I mean? So anyways, I digress. Let's get it started off with the first shoe, which is a shoe that I'm still testing. But this is pretty much my backup. I really like playing in this shoe. And of course, this is the Nike GT Cut 3 Turbo, right? Super freaking expensive shoe, of course. $210. Are you guys kidding? Nike's just crazy, guys. But yeah, I mean, this is an amazing shoe. The traction has been holding up real nice for me. It's been amazing, right? It's a clean court, really nice. And because it's more like a solid rubber, it just picks up a lot less dust than my GT Cut 3 with the translucent rubber. So the traction is phenomenal. I've really had no issues so far with the traction. And also the cushion is really nice, you know what I mean? Like has nice compression in the heel. I'll say the court feel isn't the best though, you know what I mean? This is more of like if I want a little bit more of a cushioned, well cushioned shoe, you know what I mean? But also still like really responsive and very explosive feeling, you know what I mean? Like because of that carbon fiber plate, like look at this. It's able to bend, but I need to put a good amount of kind of like force into it. And then look, just has a really nice springy feel. So when I'm doing heel dominant strides down the court, has a really nice kind of like springiness to it, and also out of my first step, it feels very nice as well. And then the upper, it just feels a lot different than a lot of the other shoes that are on the market right now, right? So for example, I mean, a lot of shoes nowadays, they're using like a mesh or textile material. Not really a knit, just mesh and textile, you know what I mean? Like just a really thin, they have some overlays, and they all feel really similar, you know what I mean? Just like, it's thin, conforms to your foot, supportive, somewhat, you know what I mean? But this shoe, this upper, it's a little bit thicker, of course, than your traditional like textile or mesh material, of course, but it's just, it broke it really nicely. It's soft now, but it just feels like it's like cozy even, you know what I mean? Cozy, but also like really like supportive and just like tanky. Not tanky, not in the sense like it's bulky, but like tanky in the sense where it's just like really like supportive. Just like it's holding my foot in place. It has really good support, but still it's not even like a really thick material. And again, like I said, it broke in nicely, so it is soft. So it has a really good amount of support while still being a soft, comfortable material, you know what I mean? So I really like that. So yeah, the GT Cut 3 Turbo has been really nice, and I mean, besides the price, I can't really think of anything that I really don't like about this shoe. I guess one thing that's kind of minor is the court feel. I wish the court feel was a little bit better, but you are getting that ZoomX insole, which does improve the stepping comfort pretty well, right? So there is the first shoe. Next shoe we got the All City 13, and I was playing in this pair, you know what I mean? So I got this pair in a couple days ago, and I played in these a couple of times. So this is the All City 13, but in this aqua colorway, and we do have a different material. It is a mesh, so it's getting warmer, of course, and it's gonna be spring soon, and summer's right around the corner, so it's gonna get hot. And if you want a, you know, material that is a little bit more ventilated, then this is of course the better option. Also, this material is a little bit softer, just a tiny bit, right? The original All City 13 with the Vajra skin upper, it definitely feels more supportive, but it's still like thin though. It's still a really thin material. It's just the mesh material is just a tiny bit softer, but of course it doesn't have as good ventilation, right? But yeah, the All City 13 this year, the snake colorway, by the way, looks really good. But then this shoe overall is just such a good overall performer, right? The only thing that kind of sucks about it is the cushioning setup comparing it to its older shoes, right? So like the All City 12 Encore with the full length boom and the soft mesh strobo board is softer and has a little bit more balance, you know what I mean? It's just, it's very, very nice, right? The All City 13, I feel like they wanted to have a little bit more of a responsive feel, you know what I mean? So the strobo board is actually not super duper soft, you know what I mean? I mean, it's still soft though. It's still soft, like when you press it with your fingers, still has a little bit of compression, but comparing to like a soft mesh strobo board, you know, like found in the All City 12 Encore, it's not as soft for the step-in comfort, but it's still not that bad. And of course, in the, you know, the All City 13, like the mesh material is the same. The traction also is top tier, like it's amazing. You have a really good bite on a clean court, and also dust is really not a problem for the All City 13, right? So in this solid rubber, right, I have the red colorway as well. I played in this one, it's amazing. And also I've been playing in the translucent also just a couple times, and I had really zero issues with dust either. It hasn't really been picking up more dust, surprisingly, which is really nice, right? Also, you can see the Euro plate through this translucent outsole, which is pretty cool. So it also has a really nice kind of like snappy feel to it. You know what I mean? Ooh, that was kind of loud, but yeah, overall, also the support is really good. You know what I mean? It's just, it feels really minimal. You know what I mean? Like the upper is really minimal, but the support is also really, really nice, and it's a very lightweight shoe. You know what I mean? Well, while still being very, very responsive. So it definitely don't sleep on the All City 13. Like this shoe is a top tier performer, especially if you're a guard, but also if you're a bigger dude, I definitely feel like you can get away with it, right? So there is the All City 13. Next, we got the Team Joker. So yeah, I haven't played in this colorway yet. I actually just got this colorway in. You know, my main colorway is the off-white color, you know. But yeah, this shoe is freaking amazing. You know what I mean? It is the Team Joker, so it's supposed to be like a takedown model for, you know, Nikola Jokic, the Joker. But then, yeah, you're still getting good tech, and it's a really nice performer. And also, the price is pretty dang nice for $120. This is one of the cheapest shoes on this list. I guess the other shoe, the last shoe, is the cheapest shoe on this list. But anyways, yeah, the traction, phenomenal. It has an amazing bite. It doesn't seem like it'll have an amazing bite, but the rubber compound, whatever they did to it, has a really nice bite. Also, very durable feeling. So you can also play with this outdoors. But yeah, you also, even on dust, it doesn't pick up as much dust as the Joker one. So it's been getting warmer, like I said. So it's been getting a little bit drier on the court, and it's been a little bit dustier, right? So I used to have the Joker one really heavily in my rotation, but just picks up a little bit more dust than the Team Joker, just from my experience. I like playing in the Team Joker a little bit more because the better dust performance, right? Also, the cushion is really freaking nice, you know what I mean? Like, I would say this is a little bit better than the All City 13. This is more like a responsive setup, right? This is still a responsive setup, however, it has better step-in comfort and underfoot cushion because it is using a soft mesh strobe board. It's a really kind of like thin and fine mesh material, but it's super soft, right? In the heel as well as in the forefoot. So yeah, impact protection is also great. And also the upper, once you break it in, it's really soft, right? But also like still relatively thin. It's not a super bulky feeling material at all. But also like a really nice, sturdy and supportive feeling upper, and also supportive feeling overall shoe, right? So yeah, it's just a really nice, no BS, great performer, and most people I feel like would enjoy this, right? If you're a bigger dude, really, really nice. Also, if you're a guard, really, really nice somehow, for some reason. You know what I mean? Because, you know, Nikola Jokic is not a guard. but still, like, I really enjoy playing in this shoe, right? So yeah, there is the Team Joker, and last but not least, this shoe, I just got this pair in. So I haven't played in this shoe yet, or this colorway, but my main colorway, the AR2, the Snowman colorway with the solid white rubber outsole is freaking amazing. By the way, this is the Valentine's Day colorway, and it looks really clean. You know what I mean? Like, you can see the rose right here. It's embroidered on the upper. This is a really nice white and light pink colorway. It's not even like a hot pink, which I like. You know what I mean? I like this pink color. So yeah, the traction also, like, don't get the translucent rubber if you can. You know what I mean? Like, that picked up a lot of dust for me, and I hated playing the AR2 because of that. But of course, I got the other colorway in, which has a solid white rubber outsole, and it's been really freaking nice, right? So it bites through dust extremely well, has a really nice bite on a clean court too, and the cushion also is really nice. You know what I mean? It has a pretty nice court feel, but also really nice compression here in the heel. Right, they're using, I believe it was called the Showtime foam, and yeah, you have nice compression in the heel, but also it is using a soft mesh strobe board, which makes the step in comfort and underfoot cushion really nice. Also, it has a nice subtle bounce too, and the upper, I mean, it's not the best for like longevity. I definitely don't think this will last you a very long time because it's a really thin material, like especially comparing to the All City 13. The All City 13, like with this Vodger skin, feels really kind of like it'll last a long time. You know what I mean? Also with, you know, the Team Joker and the GT Cut 3 Turbo. But anyways, it's a really thin material. It also feels overall pretty dang supportive. You know, also the overall shoe is pretty dang supportive. And another thing that I really like about the shoe is it's really freaking springy. Look at that. You know what I mean? It has a good, like, I can't flex it with just my fingers. I really need to put my whole hand into it. So you need to put a good amount of force into it. It is able to flex and has a nice kind of like springiness to it as well, which I like too. So great cushion, amazing traction, very minimal and thin material, but also very supportive and lightweight and responsive shoe. You know what I mean? So yeah, the AR2 is an amazing performer, and this shoe is only $100, which is an insane price. So yeah, this has been my rotation, and yeah, all these shoes are top tier performers that I really enjoy playing in. So anyways, that about concludes this video. Tell us what your rotation is or your favorite hoop shoe is down in the comment section below. And also, again, if you guys do want to cop in these shoes, I'll try to leave the affiliate link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.